GBQ had the opportunity several years ago to follow some clients to Cincinnati who really wanted us to serve them from that local market and have people closer to them. We started to look around and figure out how we could grow our presence in that market. We began with our state and local tax practice and started to introduce ourselves to other firms that were smaller than us that might not have those capabilities, because we saw that as an opportunity to partner. Throughout the course of those conversations, which were numerous, we met the people at Ernst and Rabe.
Formation of Ernst and Rabe was one of those stories about meeting over the backyard fence.
It was a warm and sultry August evening. Steve and I lived next door to each other. And Steve had been working part-time with an attorney and part-time developing clients of his own. And I was complaining about the fact that I needed to make a change. And he said, why don't we throw in together and see what happens? So that started in August. 6 weeks later, we were open, October 1st of 1979.
Then that first summer, we had a gentleman contact us by the name of Jim Takeuchi, who had a little accounting practice and was looking for someone to take over his practice. So we bought that practice, and that really kind of gave us the first impetus of getting Ernst and Rabe, functional and somewhat profitable.
So we basically just developed, word of mouth referral business. Our main clients were 1 to 2 owner, 5 to 50 employee service companies, and we started to develop a niche there.
Known Paul for 25 years probably, and he practiced locally near us.
And we thought someday he'd be a good person to bring into the firm. And so then, we would get ready to talk to Paul, and then we find out, oh, he just became partners with another person. So it's like, oh, we missed him, And then a number of years later, that he and his partner split up and he went somewhere else, and it was like, we just missed him again.
2009, I was looking for a new opportunity and joined their firm and became a partner with them.
When we were looking at our long-term plan and what we wanted to do, we wanted to grow Ernst and Rabe into a long-term viable business that would go on after Steve and I were no longer working there.
We kind of started thinking about, what would our exit strategy be? Looking at who we had brought in a number of junior partners, along the way. Nobody seemed to work out that would really fill the bill to be able to take over the practice.
I bumped into Dave Wolfer, who worked at GBQ in Cincinnati. And 40 years ago or so, Dave and I worked together at an accounting firm. Then I bumped into Dave and I saw his title was GBQ, and asked him, what's GBQ? And followed up with Dave, and the rest is history, as they say.
We talked a lot about our state and local offering and how we might partner with them because they were a tax practice and really augment the services that they were providing to their existing clients. And at the end of that meeting, Bill Ernst said to us, we might want to talk about something bigger than that. And so that began a conversation about where they were in terms of succession planning with their firm and what kind of home they hope to find for their clients and for their associates as they transitioned into retirement.
We had been talking to some other firms, local firms, and as Paul said, he had the connection with Dave Wolfer and kind of got us the connection with GBQ. And we talked with several different firms, and GBQ just really seemed to be a great fit.
Well, really, during the whole courtship process, it was a very quick courtship. I think we met for the first time in August and sort of had things wrapped up by November. But the thing that impressed me in working with DARCI and the other partners is how open they were in the whole negotiating process.
The fact that they had existed for a very long time with 3 three people who were leading it, and the fact that we had a history that was 60 plus years and had been started by three guys, there was a commonality there and an approach to the client service, to the integrity and the service model itself, to take care of people and to do the right thing, that made us a good fit.
Over the years, I've said to a lot of people, you know, not only did GBQ do everything they said they were going to do, they didn't do anything they said they wouldn't do. And you know, we've always worked together and in a very open, honest way, and you know, resolved any issue that came up. So I couldn't be happier that we chose GBQ.
We started this relationship with Ernst and Rabe knowing that it was a succession planning transaction and that we were going to say goodbye within a very short period of years, and it's amazing how quickly that has happened. We have really enjoyed the opportunity to work with Bill and Steve, and we wish them the absolute best as they move on to the next phase of their lives. It has been my pleasure to get to know all of them as individuals.
My first memory of Bill was when I first joined the firm, and he decided to be an electrician and hook up my phone himself. Needless to say, sparks were flying, but he got it done. Steve, when he wasn't helping little old ladies, he was the life of the party. We used to call him Santa Steve. Gonna miss these guys. Good luck.
Well, I've been working with Bill and Steve for 18 years. And I've got to say, it's the best 18 years of my working life. They're the best bosses I've ever had. Never get angry, never say, why'd you do this? Don't get upset if you make a mistake. Always willing to answer questions and help you along, and got to know them and their families, and it was just a lot of fun and a great time, and I'm gonna miss working with them.
Congratulations to Bill and Steve on your retirement. Kind of almost a 40-year track record together as friends, neighbors, coworkers, partners, tax professionals. It's pretty amazing. Best wishes in the future. Hope you enjoy your retirement, and look forward to seeing you around town.
When I was thinking about coming here, I called up an old friend, Lynn Armstrong, who worked for them for many years, and I said, what do you think about these guys? And she said, oh, they're the greatest guys. It's like working for family. You're gonna love it. It is like working for family, and I will miss you both. I'll miss your grandchildren, I'll miss your family pictures, and I hope you really enjoy your retirement.
I want to thank Bill and Steve for the many great years. It's been a great ride. I wish you all the happiness and great health and prosperity in your many years to come, and happy retirement.
Bill and Steve are the partners I always wanted. Just great folks. The Ernst and the Rabes are like one big family, and they took my family in, and it's a great ride for the last 10 years with them.
You know, Bill and I have been friends and been co-workers and for so long. I couldn't ask for a better partner, and he's been a brother to me. You know, an accountant from Cleveland, and you know, I'm just so thankful that I was fortunate enough to buy the right house and be sitting here so many years later talking about such a great guy.
He's the brother I never had. You know, I have 4 kids. He has 3 kids. They grew up next door. Our wives are best friends. Our kids are best friends. You know, we still go on vacations together and live in the same house down in Hilton Head. So it's kind of a unique relationship. The good news is, you know, we're not going to really not see each other anymore. So the good news is, you know, this is just another transition and in a very long and great friendship.